Hello, how are you? My day has been productive. I don't know why sometimes I lean in when I want to talk. Maybe to emphasize? I don't know. So, I went to my doctor's today. I'm kind of frustrated on certain circumstances in the visit today. One, I told her about my muscle jerking, how my hand or legs will just jerk, which in my last video I told you that it is related to the nervous system. And then I brought up about my vertigo and how I don't have anybody to help me, especially in debilitating vertigo, to get downstairs and to drive me to go get a shot. It's very difficult because I'm literally spinning. It's like somebody spins you on a merry-go-round full force for at least 5 minutes, and you're not going to slow down anytime soon. And when I say debilitating, I mean debilitating. I can't watch TV because when my eyes are open, I spin. So my eyes are constantly shut. And when I turn in bed, I spin worse. When I get up, I spin worse. And I have to go as quick as possible to the bathroom with a cold, wet washcloth on my forehead so I won't pass out, throw up, and fall on the floor. That is what I have to do. So when I'm spinning like that, my head is down because that's the best way I can move. And I'm literally doing this, going to the bathroom, or even to get a drink, in which I don't get a drink because I can't walk. So imagine somebody trying to help me down the stairs doing that. And she said that they could be tied together. My muscle jerking, nervous system, vertigo. And I told her I've had it since I was a little girl. She still thinks that maybe it could be tied in together. And then she said, well, when I have another debilitating episode, to contact her. And I'm sitting there thinking, you don't understand. You don't understand where I'm coming from. Even looking at a phone. How am I supposed to call or get a hold of her? Through email? Sometimes it takes up to 2 days. I could call her, but it takes me a while to look up the clinic number, much less, wait for them to call me back if they even do that. That was the only downer that I had in that visit. I am so frustrated. I told her that the last steroid shot had evidently helped me, and that it took away apparently the mild vertigo that I had for 6 months. But oddly today, there are a few things happening to me that I don't even know what was going on. I had to go get the x-ray of my hips. And as I'm at the kiosk signing in, I thought I was going to pass out. And I'm sitting there thinking, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I thought I was going to hit the floor. And I sat down. Well, no, I had to leave, which was good because I had to pick up groceries through Walmart, which is what I said in my last video. In the pickup line, I thought, well, I just have to come back. Well, I came home, dropped my groceries off, and as soon as I walked in the door, my sugar dropped so bad, I thought I was going to pass out yet again. So I opened up my veggie straws, stuffing my face because it felt like I hadn't eaten days, which is how that feels when my sugar drops. Then I headed back to the clinic for my x-rays. I went through McDonald's real quick, got chicken nuggets, fries, and a Dr. Pepper. No, it's not healthy. I have not been to McDonald's in a very long time. Didn't want to go. I went and got my x-ray, in which was a very long wait for the nurse practitioner forgot to put the order in. And then I came home, and that's about it. I did my outro on Adobe Premiere Plus And when I edit this video, I'm going to transfer it and then try to upload it through Adobe Premiere Pro and see how it works. And then my next will be editing a video on Adobe Premiere Pro. I can already edit things a little bit, but when it comes to editing out the and those kind of moments where there's long pauses or the or whatever, I try to edit those out. I don't know how to do those yet on Adobe Premiere Pro. Although I know how to do it on iMovie on my phone and iMovie app on the computer, but I'd rather use Adobe Premiere Pro because you can do a lot more things. I got the results back from the x-ray of my hips. Of course, everything is fine and dandy, but she forgot to tell me, well, I'm going to go ahead and request your MRI of the hips. So I had to message her back and say, so next step is an MRI, correct? And now it's going to be Monday before that's set up. Oh, maybe the reason why is because I forgot I have to do physical therapy on my hips first. So I'm going to have to email her back. That's a pain in the butt. But anyway, I think that was it on that clinic visit that I had today. I am so frustrated about this vertigo thing. I am scared to death of it, to be honest with you, because that 5-day ordeal was so bad. And for me to say I'm scared should say something. Because for those of you who don't know, is a year and a half ago, maybe a year, maybe a year and a half ago, I had debilitating vertigo for 5 days. Could barely eat because nobody brought me food. And the same with drinks. And on the 3rd or 4th day, I had to call an ambulance because I was so thirsty. I was so hungry and I couldn't take no more. That was the longest I've ever been in vertigo, a debilitating vertigo. And then they didn't know what to do, so they sent me home. And 2 days later, I was able to get up and slowly move around, take my first shower. It was miserable. But when the ambulance tried to give me an IV, they struggled really, really bad because I was so dehydrated. And it was very painful also. And I just don't want to go through that again. It was the worst vertigo in many ways. 1, nobody helped me. 2, it was bad and debilitating. 3, I wasn't only spinning, but there were 2 times it was so severe that things were going up and down as well. And that moment that happened up and down, thank God, only lasted like 10 seconds. I would open my eyes and the room literally would be a blur. It looked like somebody had my head just shaking the crap out of it. And I was like just begging, please stop, please stop, please stop. And it did, but it took a few minutes. And that was the worst feeling I have had in my entire life. It was bad. It was bad, bad, bad. And I don't want to go down that road again. I am petrified. And it's like every morning when I wake up, because it always happens when I wake up, I am scared to sit up because I'm scared that once I do, the room's going to spin and I know it's going to be hell. Used to, as a kid, when I woke up and the room was spinning, I would lay down, tell my mom, which she thought I was lying. I'd go back to sleep, wake up, it's gone. When I was pregnant with my oldest, I think is when that stopped. I woke up, I tried to force myself to go back to sleep, and I think when I woke up, I still had it. 7 months pregnant, and my mom had to help me walk out and get in the car, and I got in the back seat. And when they put me in the wheelchair to take me in to get a shot, I was leaned over in the wheelchair and I thought I was going to fall out. That's how bad it is. Yeah. I don't know why I got in that really long conversation about my vertigo. Maybe because I'm petrified. I might go flea marketing tomorrow. I want to say too, one of the things that I talked about in my last video, in the beginning when I said something has been happening to me that really has emotionally knocked me on my butt, I've been batting around this idea of cutting ties all the way around for many reasons. And I know for a fact that on this one circumstance, yes, I should cut these strings and never ever reach out again, ever, because I know mentally I will be in a better place. This person is manipulating. I caught this person in lies. And this person I'm not tied to. I can't say a lot, to be honest with you, because I know that specific people watch my videos and word gets around, so I have to really watch what I say. But I'll just leave it at that. And in time, maybe I can talk about it more. I know mentally it would help me better, but in other aspects, if I didn't cut these strings, it would serve me better in different areas. I know that sounds crazy. You probably were like, what is she talking about? I thought about it today, and I'm like, it would be best all the way around to do that, because I just think it's best. And when I'm able to travel, it'll even be better. It will be better. And honestly, once my YouTube takes off, where I can not depend on anybody ever again, is probably when this will happen. So my eye has been bothering me today. The one that I cut, I still don't have a contact in. I took my glasses out. But all day today, I have one real bad cut, kind of toward the bottom eyelid. In certain circumstances, like when I look down, whatever, I can feel the ridge or the flap, and it makes it itch really bad, and it's driving me crazy. I think right now that's all I've got to share with you. Tomorrow I'm going to be painting that picture frame, and I might just set up the my phone and have you watch me paint it. Why, I don't know, but it's something different, and I can talk to you at the same time. I love painting these things, and yeah, I want to go to a flea market and find a, I don't know what you call it, but this girl showed me, she had one on her wall and it had her crystals all in it. It's like a shadow box kind of, but old. You can find them in flea markets. And there's little square holes all in it, and she had her crystals all in it. And I'm like, you know what? I would love to have one of those, because I have crystals all over the place, and I feel like they need to be in their own little area. My Buddha is over there holding one right now. I want to make a necklace out of it, but the stone is too big. So right now it's better served in his hands, literally. Well, not in the real Buddha, but my Buddha statue. I'm working on a headache right now. I hope it's not going to turn into a migraine. So I'm going to end this here. I love you guys. And I'm sorry this video has been jumbled. Maybe I'll get my butt in gear and do better ones for you soon. I love you guys. And I'm going to send you love, light, and peace. Bye.